When we're approached by a potential new client, the first step is usually an informal, confidential, no obligation meeting, partly to assess what the business might require, but also to ensure that there's some form of chemistry between the two parties, which is really important in terms of the potential ongoing relationship. During the initial review, it's an opportunity for the business owner or manager to set out where they think the problems are which have led them to us. It also gives us the opportunity to suggest other areas which the owner may not have thought of themselves, leading to an introductory overview where we can then set out what we feel are the best ways of taking the relationship forward. Not every meeting leads to a relationship, partly because there are occasions when the business has overstated what their requirements are, and we don't want to be in a situation where we are providing a service which isn't of value to the business. If we feel that our level of support would be overkill, then we're more than happy to point the owner in the right direction to get the solution to that particular problem. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to what a fractional FD support role looks like. It varies from business to business and is entirely driven by what the owner requires. We may well make suggestions if we think the owner isn't covering everything, but we are not there to work full time. Quite the opposite. We want to minimize our time within a business, giving the level of support that it needs. In terms of where we do the work, again, there is no one size fits all. In many cases, it's possible to do a lot of the work remotely, but that isn't our preference because we feel that being on site gives a much clearer insight into where a business is. It allows not just the owners but also members of staff to ask questions, which isn't possible in an online basis. And so we tend to operate more on site than remote. The length of the relationship is entirely down to the client. We prefer long-term involvement, but in some cases that is not necessary. In other cases, the client may actually grow to the extent that they do need a full-time resource, in which case we will be happy to manage the transition.